Aru Shah has a tendency to stretch the truth in order to fit in at her private middle school. While her classmates are jetting off to exotic vacations, she'll be spending her autumn break in the Museum of Ancient Indian Art and Culture that her mum curates. Is it any wonder that Aru makes up stories about being royalty, traveling to Paris, and having a chauffeur? One day, 3 schoolmates show up at Aru's doorstep to catch her in a lie. They don't believe her claim that the museum's lamp of Bharat is cursed, and they dare Aru to prove it. Just a quick light, Aru thinks, then she'll never, ever fib again. But lighting the lamp has some dire consequences. She unwittingly frees the sleeper, an ancient demon who is intent on awakening the god of destruction. Her classmates and mother are frozen in time, and it's up to Aru to save them. The only way to stop the demon is to find the reincarnations of the legendary Pandava brothers, and to journey through the kingdom of death. But how is one girl in Spider-Man pajamas supposed to do all of that? Good morning, people of the internet. As you probably noticed, the intro is a bit longer than usual, and that was because I wanted to read you all the sleeve of Aru Shah and the End of Time, which was written by Roshani Chokshi. I'm most likely mispronouncing that, but I'm trying to copy the way she said her name. So hopefully I got it somewhat right, and most of you probably haven't read this book yet, mainly because it just came out. But the thing is, I read this book about 2 days after it came out, and it's phenomenal. It is so good, and I don't think I can recommend it enough. It has that feel of the usual Rick Riordan books, but it's a bit darker, and it reminds me more of Kane Chronicles than it does Percy Jackson. It reminds me a lot of Kane Chronicles in the feel, but the story is completely new and completely Roshani's thing, and it's just awesome. I love Aru, I love Minnie, I love Boo, I love them all. They're all so great. And I don't know what to say about this book without spoiling it, because this is a spoiler-free talk about the book. But it's so beautiful. Like, the way the book looks, and the way Roshani describes things, it's just magical. I don't know how to properly explain my feelings for this book, which is also why I'm not a book reviewer, but I highly recommend all of you to read this because it's just fun and it makes you think, and Aru is a witty, sarcastic little brat. She is just so fun, and I think everyone can relate to her, whether you're Indian or not. She's just like a 12-year-old girl, and it's amazing. I'm just overwhelmed by this book. I do hope that all of you get to read this book, because even though it might not be everyone's cup of tea, it certainly is my cup of tea, and I would like to share that cup of tea. But Aru is just the coolest, and seeing as I can't talk more about the book in case of spoiling it, I'm going to talk more about the drawing. So the drawing itself is not spoilery at all. If you've even heard the slightest of Aru Shah in any interviews, it says that she has a weapon made of lightning bolts. So it felt obvious to draw her holding a lightning bolt. I of course know what her actual weapon is, but I am not going to draw that because somewhat spoilery. Maybe, I think it'd only be spoilery if I actually said what it was and what it did, who it came from, and all of that, but I drew Aru holding a lightning bolt because it just feels right. And I couldn't get Aru to look like I wanted her to. She looks too old for a 12-year-old, but I tried to get her sort of her features that the book wrote, and she The book states that she has thick eyebrows that are threatening to merge all the time, and that she is wearing Spider-Man pajamas. So of course I drew her in her fantastic Spider-Man pajamas and with large bushy eyebrows. And I don't really like this drawing, but I also really like it. Mainly because Roshani liked the photo on Instagram and commented on it, which is always nice when the people who made something you love comment on the drawing you made for them. But I think I know what went wrong with drawing Aru's face, and that was the mouth. And I think I should have gone for more cartoony style on her mouth, because it just looks so off and weird, and it just does not look good. The eyes are fine, the nose is fine, the eyebrows are fine, but the mouth is just, it doesn't fit the drawing. And I spent so long on her hair, because her hair is just so long. At least on the cover for the book it's not super long, but on the drawing from Reed Rawdon, I can't pronounce that. It's like Rapunzel hair, like Indian Rapunzel. And I tried to draw that, but I was just having a really off day. I was sort of having art block, and this was just, but I wanted to draw something because Aru, and it was just, it's difficult. I have too many feelings to properly explain myself, and I just think I went American, which I'll try to go back to my normal voice. I don't know, okay, I'm not used to making videos that are this long, but I have so many things I like to talk about this book, but I don't want to spoil it, so, and I don't have a lot of things to talk about the drawing itself, because it's a pretty basic drawing. It's Aru holding up her lightning bolt in her pajamas with her hair, and there's not much to say. It's just Aru. So I actually think that I'm going to just leave some music on for a while until the end, if that is cool with y'all. I'll see you towards the end. now we're at the end, and you can once again see the finished piece I made of Aru. I hope you all have a good continued day, or night, or week, or hour, or whatever you have, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!